In this video, we're going to take a look at rewriting between exponential and log form and how to type log into the calculator and into Desmos. So in the first set of examples, we're going to rewrite exponential form to log form. So let's take a look at number 1. To write 10 to the third power equals 1,000 into log form, you want to write log and then put the base of 10 right beside the log as a subscript. And you want to say log base 10 of 1,000, so that number comes next, is equal to the exponent, which was 3. So I used like a little cloud to help put everything in the right place. So the next one, number 2, says 4 to the 0 power equals 1. So I'm going to write log, because I'm writing it in log form. I'm going to say log base 4 of 1 equals 0. And that's it. So let's keep going with a few more. So this one says 3 to the 4th equals 81. So I'm going to say log base 3 of 81 equals 4. For number 4, I'm going to say log base 7 of 343 is equal to the exponent, which was 3. Then we're going to say log, for number 5, base 5 of 1 over 25 equals negative 2. So log base 5 of 1/25 is equal to the exponent, which was negative 2. And the last one of this type, we're going to say log, for 8 squared equals 64, we say log base 8 of 64 is equal to 2. So you can look at that and see the pattern with our little cloud. So notice the base in exponential form is still your base in log form. So let's look at these examples of writing from log form to exponential form. So still I'm going to use my little cloud and I'm going to say the base, that always comes first. So the base of 4 cubed, or to the third power, so we're going to say 4 to the third power equals 64. All right, for number 2, we're going to say 5, that base number of 5 to the third power is equal to the number across the equal sign, 125. All right, so we'd say 7 to the 0 power equals 1. For number 4, we can say 2 to the negative 3 power equals 1 over 8. For number 5, we have log base 8 of 8 equals 1. So that's 8 to the first power is equal to 8. And then the last one, number 6, says log base 1/3 of 3 equals negative 1. So we're going to write it in exponential form. But notice the way that's written. Log base of 1/3 of 3 equals negative 1. So we're going to say base first. So 1/3 to the power of negative 1 is equal to 3. Okay. So those are pretty quick, but we just need some of these basic things with log in order to be able to solve some log equations soon. So that's why we're going over some of these basic skills for just a little bit to get these down pat. All right, we're going to take these log functions and we're going to type them in the calculator or type them in your Desmos. So in your calculator, you would want to type log of the bigger number, so log of 85 divided by log of 7. Now in Desmos, you're going to type it a little differently, and we'll look at that in a minute. So let's just keep going over what you would type like in a graphing calculator. You could type log of 64 for number 2 divided by log of that little base number, which is 4. This is called change of base method. For number 3, you would type log of 185. Notice I closed that parentheses, divided by log of 0.75. For number 4, we would do log of 81 divided by log of 9. And for number 5, the same pattern, log of 8 divided by log of 2. So notice you do take log of both, but make sure you close that parentheses after the first number and do take log of that little base number. Now in Desmos, so I have it pulled up over here, you want to hit the functions key. So FUNCS means functions. So type that little button in Desmos. And then you want to go to miscellaneous. So MISC. And you want to hit the log. And typically you need that little base number. So we need the little log base A button down there. And then you're able to type them just like they look. So we would just type in log base 7 of 85 into Desmos once we type those buttons each time. And then we get our answer, which is 2.28, let's say. 2.28. Okay, so for the next one, we have log base 4 of 64. So let's type in functions, miscellaneous, log base A, and let's type in a base of 4, and then we're taking log of 64. So that is just equal to 3. So we can take log base 4 of 64, type it in Desmos, and we get equals a plain old good old 3. Okay, so for number 3, you're able to type it like it looks. So notice you can type in that little base of 0.75 and take the log of 185. So I'm going to type functions, miscellaneous, log base A, 0.75, and then 185. So I get negative 18.15. All right, and the next one we can type log base 9 of 81. So again, type functions. Let's just clear some of these out so we get a fresh box here. So we have functions, miscellaneous, log base A. We can type the 9. We can type the 81. And so we get 2. Whoops, put that in red. And the last one is log base 2 of 8. And so we can type functions, miscellaneous, log base A, put in the 2, and type in the 8. So we just get log base 2 of 8 like it looks. Goes nicely into Desmos. And then you just get a 3. Okay, so I did not type the ones into the graphing calculator, but if you have a graphing calculator, feel free to check and see that those do give you the same answer, because they certainly should. But since we're focused more on Desmos, we're going to just practice predominantly with that. And it types it in very nicely. Okay, so that's it for these notes.